The winter sun can be an infrequent sight in this country, and even when it does appear, it's not powerful enough to keep our levels of vitamin D topped up to adequate levels, according to this genetics expert from Leicester University.
This is what the structure looks like, and when we make it, that is produced by our body. Deficiency is actually quite surprisingly common. It's between 20 and 25% of people are regarded as having vitamin D deficiency, and that's at all ages, from babies through to older adults.
So what is so important about vitamin D? Well, it helps regulate the amount of calcium and phosphate in the body, and these nutrients are needed to keep bones, teeth and muscles healthy. As we've heard, the body creates vitamin D from direct sunlight on the skin when outdoors, but a lack of it can lead to bone deformities, such as rickets in children and bone pain in adults.
Let's go!
These student athletes have been part of a research project into vitamin D, and even though they may look fit and healthy, even some of these lacrosse and squash players had worryingly low levels of vitamin D.
We found that roughly 34% of our university level athletes here were deficient in vitamin D, and we also found that 6 of those had a severe deficiency, which is of major concern. We also found that 78% of them were insufficient during the spring term. This is because of that, again, that lack of sunlight exposure, and we actually found that there was no difference between whether you're an outdoor or an indoor athlete.
I was surprised, to be honest, because I spend a lot of time outdoors and I'd like to think I eat well. So yeah, it came as quite a surprise.
I was born and brought up in Bermuda, where there's an abundance of vitamin D in sunlight. So coming to the UK, I wasn't aware that would make a massive training difference. But since having participated in this study, it has become apparent that it does make a difference.
It's difficult to get adequate amounts of vitamin D through food alone, although diet can help.
Really good example of plant-based options for anybody that isn't consuming animal produce would be things like a plant-based milk that's been fortified with vitamin D. You can also get vitamin D2, the type in mushrooms. You can get cereals that are fortified, and of course some good animal product options, things like oily fish. You've got yogurt, Greek yogurt, and eggs as well, which can contain vitamin D.
The government recommends that people consider taking daily vitamin D supplements between September and March to make up for what our climate can't provide. Kevin Ashford, ITV News.